Hey guys, it's been a little bit. I have been sick. I have been traveling. I had to go to Atlanta for a wedding of people I don't really know, but they're friends of my family, and that's oodles of fun. Uh, you know, Weekend was actually really good. Uh, if you can hear the chewing in the background, I'm sorry, that's my puppy. Uh, Basically, I haven't really done anything. I've honestly, I guess the only thing you can say I've done is get the get more information about the gods and goddesses, especially of the Greek pantheon and also of the Roman pantheon a little bit. And I've also started to put together uh, I guess you could say, a wish list of things that I wanted, things that I want to have eventually. Um, the one thing that I constantly am drawn back to in researching and going over and talking with people and stop that and having uh, conversation after conversation after conversation with people is um, how if you go by culture from culture, society from society, you see things overlapping. And it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that. It doesn't take uh, anyone in the world. It doesn't take a genius to see that. I mean, it's there. And I had this wonderful conversation with this lady at the wedding, and the guy I actually sat next to was a history professor at SMU, and the three of us had a wonderful conversation about religion, specifically for the conversation that we had. It was about Roman politics, and then I, of course, branched off into religion and how religion really influenced their politics and their way of life and all of that, just as it did for the Greeks. Honestly, probably one of the best conversations I've ever had with an adult that I have not met before. Uh, Continued to talk to him the next night about other things completely unrelated, but really cool guy. Really nice lady as well. Sadly, I did not get to talk to her again. But, I mean, yeah, that's something that I can't help but go back to, is the fact that each one of the gods, whether it be Greek, Roman, Egyptian, Norse, Celtic, shamanism, they all are more or less the same thing. They just have different personalities, and that's honestly what I find really interesting about it is that you know Venus and Aphrodite can be Greek and Roman, but they could have two different personalities. Um, it or it just it's something that I find so amazing, and that honestly occupies a lot of my time. And it's also something that uh, I've had a long, long time to think. It's part of the reason why I'm a classics major. That's exactly why I'm a classics major, is because of the mythology. And yes, I understand classics isn't just mythology, but I mean religion ruled every society almost. Um, and I love going back, and I love seeing how freeing it all is. For me, at least, it's very freeing. And I honestly, when I researched, statues of Aphrodite, statues of Athena, blah 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 blah, and found some amazing ones I can buy on Amazon, I got this sense of completeness and wholeness that I haven't had with religion and with my spirituality in general. So I think I'm getting somewhere. Um, I mean, as I've said in nearly every one of my videos, I still consider myself a witch. I've actually looked up how to make a witch's bottle. Um, I haven't really had much confrontation with my parents. My dad knows that I'm extremely spiritual, and he just knows I'm very knowledgeable about a lot of things in regards to religion. My mom, pretty much the same thing. But yeah, that's what's going on in my life. If I make a witch's bottle, which I probably am going to at some point, I'll definitely post a video about it. But other than that, if I end up getting some things, I'll definitely post that. But just wanted to catch up and say hey, and bye.